Hi there, this is Vic once more to present you a small tutorial on the intermediate map editor. This is actually one of the simplest intermediate editors that's there. Its purpose is to really easily allow somebody to make maps that can be easily imported in the simple editor. You can edit an existing map or create a new one. Let's first take a look at editing an existing one. So here we have loaded the Volkov map, and if we want, we could now edit it. Editing is straightforward. For example, if we would like to place some mountains, we select mountains and we place them like this. One thing that needs pointing out is that rivers and roads and bridges require a bit of a special protocol to place. If you place rivers, you first have to right click a hex and then left click on a bordering hex. Right click on a hex, left click. This way you can draw the rivers. This is because rivers are not actually on a hex, but they're on a hex border, so you need to select two for the game to know where you want to place them. So right click, left click, and if you repeat it, you remove the river. Yeah, that's basically it. You can place labels as well on places. Like if we want to put a label here, I would say, oh, it sets all hex labels actually. Sorry, set labels and remove labels is just, it's a specified event. So all the locations get a label. I'll have to expand on that in a future version of the map editor. I mean, this project is ongoing and I plan to improve it over time. Now, if we go to the options, there's a number of options here which are interesting. There's map dimensions. You can enlarge the map or diminish the map. For example, I could add like 10 hexes to the bottom of the map. If you now go to the map, you see there's 10 more hexes, which I could use to, well, I would have to draw on them. I can extend an existing map to cover a bit more area, or I can take a part out of an existing map to focus on a small area. Other interesting thing is load overlays. For this, I'm actually going to start a new map, say 30 by 20 hex. Like we now have an empty map, big draw type. To be honest, this is something that has to be fixed. I didn't load the master file, but if we would start the map editor from scratch, like here, you'll see it has the correct dimensions. So we're going to add 29 hexes to the right, add 19 to the bottom, and now we have here a nice map. Now, if we use the overlay function, we can select a JPEG image, which I've now done, and you'll see it's overlaying over your hex map. Now, you might want to experiment a bit with getting your JPEG in the right dimensions, or actually your width and height in hexes in the right dimensions to properly fit the scale of the image. So it's a bit stretched here. At least it seems a bit stretched to me. And for example, what I could do is like remove a bit on the bottom, like say remove 4 hexes. Like, well, it still looks stretched but differently. Anyway, the purpose of the overlay is to easily create maps, because with the overlay on, I can easily see where the sea is, for example, and I don't have to guess where things are relatively to each other. So as you can see, I'm sort of following here the Korea coastline up, 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 right, go to fill mode, And if we now go to options and remove the overlay, you see we're back in hex mode, but we have used it to get the correct proportions. Basically, that's sort of it. Let's put a city here, major city. Up. Give name for this location, Victown. And you see we have a city here now. Set labels, and we also see its label. Change victory points, like 5 victory points. And yeah, you can set the designer of the map and everything, and that's it. And once you save the map, you can use it in the simple editor to load it and import units and get going. That's it. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or remarks, please visit the forums, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye-bye.